Back again with another video. So it appears they caught a fifth suspect involved in this whole Cincinnati brawl or what have you. And as you know, it's been kicking up a whole bunch of dust, been gaining a whole lot of steam. People on both ends got a lot to say, and I can see this turn into a whole spectacle, American spectacle. I mean, it pretty much already is. When you got everybody from their politician to their mama speaking on it, as well as me. So let's break it down. So now, according to this report, FBI agents in Atlanta say they have arrested the fifth suspect wanted in a violent brawl that happened last month in Cincinnati. The FBI, huh? Well, he was in Atlanta, so okay. But ain't U.S. Marshals? But whatever. Video of the fight quickly spread on the internet, leading officials to call the violence unacceptable and disgusting. Patrick Rosemond is charged with assault and aggravated riot and will eventually be extradited to Ohio. Then it continues. The fight happened on the morning of July 26 on the corner of 4th Street and Elm Street in Cincinnati, outside a popular nightclub called Love or Leve and a late night restaurant next door. Video of the fight early Saturday show a crowd milling about before several people start throwing punches. One man fell to the ground and was repeatedly punched and kicked by bystanders. Another woman is punched in the face and falls to the ground lying motionless before another woman helps her. She can be seen bleeding from the mouth. And then it continues, with the mayor of Cincinnati saying, they outraged and all that, and you get the idea. Now, of course, and I made a video about this prior, it doesn't tell the whole story that actually one of the victims threw the first punch. And that what pretty much started the melee. So this is what I gotta say about all this and what I make of this. And in my prior video, I said before that this shouldn't be charged as a hate crime of any sort. Pretty much assault. And that's pretty much it along them lines. And so far that I know, none of the other suspects has been charged with any type of hate crime clause or enhancements, although I believe certain local politicians or authorities they screaming for that, of course. But and at the same time, I believe another politician or a council member, a sister, I forget her name or whatever, excuse me y'all, but she kind of said like, well, the victims kind of provoked it when he threw that first punch. So it's a lot of back and forth, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But my main point is, it shouldn't be no hate crime involved. And I know it looks pretty ugly, the optics of it. Didn't nobody die, fortunately. And I know the dude who basically blindsided the female and knocked her down, knocked her out cold, they definitely probably gonna try to bang him with some type of enhancement clause. But I say definitely he's gonna get them charged. All of them gonna get them charges. And another thing, before I continue, they ain't got to do the so-called victim. How come they ain't arrested them or charged them? Well, yet, because this is all a mutual combat, although it looked at pretty one-sided, and the dude who threw the first punch got jumped on, and the few people they caught, charge them with assault and battery, and the girl that got knocked out, you know how they gonna do it. You get charged with the battery, you're gonna have to definitely pay restitution and medical hospital costs, because she did look pretty banged up. And just the optics of it wasn't cool. So, I mean, that's law. Whether that happened to anybody or anything. So, I get that. I just ain't with everybody trying to turn this, and this is America, whether we like it or not, this whole race thing. But you see how this is getting propped up now. And this, they maybe try to use this situation to create some more laws, some more hate crime laws, or something to that effect. So beware of that. Keep it. Be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so and I'm assuming they probably gonna be looking for a lot more people because you know these videos and went viral, and as you see in the videos, everybody there, if they wasn't participating, they had their camera out, and this is the age we living in, so they probably gonna be coming through more of them videos trying to charge people, which I don't really think they should. I don't think it's really gonna go that far. I honestly think they got who they feel is the main perpetrators and try to charge them. But again, man, charge everybody equally under the justice of law. And I know that's a trick statement because that can mean a lot of things. But again, don't try to add no type of enhancement hate crime clauses or charges of any sort, because these alleged victims are the people that got beat up on. They wasn't targeted because of they race or anything. It looked like outside a club, a drunken brawl, basically. And that's pretty much what it was. Words was exchanged, obviously. Dude swung and she got packed out. But not even that, he just got beat up on, you know. So that's what I make of this, y'all. I know it's probably not what a lot of y'all want to hear, but as controversial as it is and how it looked, it's really just a simple brawl. Okay, not mutual combat, but okay, an assault. I don't know which degree, but assault and battery or whatever. Whatever that riot charge, I don't know what that is, and that's probably because it was in a public area, public outside or whatever. So and it was just a lot of people. So alright, I'm see all that. A lot of that ain't gonna stick, but just the main charges and them assault charges, and then you know they gonna have to pay restitution and medical bills and all that, which is typical. So yeah, you know, I'm being straight up the middle with this. I'm not taking no sides. I'm not using no race thing. I didn't heard people make comments that, well, say if it was some white people beating up on some black people like that. Well, 9 times out of 10, if in fact you see a gang of white folks jumping on some black folks, it is race motivated. They certainly not looking to rob them. Or is it an instance where they on some Karen type of stuff and they see some black folks at a gas station and they arguing over a gas spot or something like that, or at a restaurant, a fast food place, and it's 2 black people and 5 white people, and they jump on the black people because the black people arguing over their order, or so they trying to tell them to get out. See, that would probably be race motivated bias, because if those victims are, you know, hypothetical 2 black victims were another group, would they get the same treatment? So, and again, I hate pulling the race thing, but that's what this is, because that's what they trying to make it. Now, whether it was, because obviously I'm not sure, I believe it was one of the alleged victims did yell some racial slurs or whatever. But regardless of the point, man, no, not even for him. Don't charge him, even if he did say the N-word. He got his ass whooped. You know, we ain't gonna hit him with the hate crime. Although, man, hey, law legally, hey, do what y'all do. If the prosecution gonna do that, then hey, do that. You know, but if it was just me, I'm the judge. You know, you got your ass whooped. You gonna get that little assault charge, that little second degree assault, whatever, because you threw the first punch. But you kind of invited that, and these other people, they gonna get they various degree assault charges as well. And for the lady, you know, dude, he cold cock, old girl, he probably gonna get it the worst because that was kind of like overkill. You know what I'm saying? So I can see them doing something a little more with bruh. You know what I'm saying? But not too much, you know, but it definitely restitution. You gonna have to pay her medical and all that. You know, but now she's on camera crying, playing a role, although she do look toe up, so I ain't trying to say she ain't going through it, because it is footage of her laid out everywhere across America, you know. So she gonna ride that horse, and I'm gonna put it like that, but you get what I'm saying. So this is the age we living in, and this is unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, this ain't gonna be the last time this happens. I hate to say it like that, but this is what it is, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. How should these suspects, alleged suspects, be charged? Y'all let me know in the comments. And I'll be back with y'all with some more of it, man. Bad News Brown, breaking it down, man. I'm out.